Here. Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Contentment. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to promote language with your child at home. I have a 1-year-old at home right now and he is learning so much, and I'm going to show you some of those tips and tricks that I use to help expand his language, what he understands, that's receptive, and what he expresses, which is his expressive language. I'm a speech language pathologist and I have ASHA certification, so these tips are things that I know are evidence-based and I have seen work with children before. So if that's interesting to you, please like down below and keep watching. Tip number 1, read to your child. I just grabbed some of my son's favorite books from our bedroom. You can find books everywhere in our house. They're on the floor, he's thrown them into bins, we have a bookshelf downstairs. We're constantly reading to Brooks. The thing is when we started, he did not care at all about books. Like, he would maybe pay attention for like 10 seconds and then he'd run away. The key here is consistency. We have made reading books a part of his routine since he was born. Literally when he was like a little peanut, we would read to him. He had no idea what was going on, but we always made it a part of the routine so that he found it normal. He can now find a book, flip it the way it's supposed to be, and turn the pages by himself, and he's only 14 months old. So you know that he's been exposed to books and he knows what they are and how to use them. And so that's really important skill. That's a good pre-reading skill that your child needs to be able to read. So my son really loves these flip books. This one is his favorite. He will literally have me read it 20 times in a row. He will push it to me and say mo, or he'll say buh for book, and he will have me read it. So these are great because they're interactive. So he has to pull it down and then he'll turn the page. This book is awesome because it has different flaps. So this one you go from up to down, and this one is to the side, and so he has to figure out how to move it with his little fingers. And so it's really good fine motor skills too. And then obviously all the vocabulary in this book is wonderful. So another one he loves is Dad Dad, and we also have Mama. And so this is really cute because it has Dad Dad over and over again. So if you want your first, it says your baby's first word will be Dad Dad, because it literally says it over and over and over and over and over again. So these books are really cute and they're his favorite, Mama and Dad Dad. He loves those. Ooh, roar. Bear. Yellow duck. White rabbit. And turn it. Dump truck. Studies show all you have to do is read 5 books a day to your child and they will be exposed to over 1 million words by the time they go to kindergarten. Now, some days I don't read to Brooks, like days we're traveling or just days that we're really busy. But other days we probably read 20 to 30 books, you know. So you can make that up. But the key here is being consistent, because that's going to get them all the exposure to the language that they need before they go to kindergarten, and they are going to have 1 million words that they have been exposed to, which is insane to think about. But that's how important it is to be reading to your child. So I really highly suggest, that's why reading is number 1, because it is so important for their language development. Number 2 is what I call meaningfully withholding things. Pretty much that just means I'm not giving my son every single thing he wants before he asks for it. I can read his mind. I know exactly what he wants. I can see the look in his face and say, oh, he wants a banana. But what I do, and I'll show you some clips here, but what I do is I try to withhold things that he asks for a lot, and because I want him to be using his words to express himself. So for bubbles, for example, that's one word that he knows really well. So what I'll do is I'll take the bubbles and I'll hold them and he'll grab onto them and I'll be like, I'll say, what do you want? Do you want bubbles? And he says, bubble. And so I give it to him. He didn't start out that way. I did a lot of modeling, which just means I labeled what we were doing. But I knew at this point that he does know that word. So instead of just giving him bubbles when he wants it or grabs for it, I require him to ask for it. Now, some days he's stubborn or some days he doesn't feel like it. So I just withhold until he says some sort of verbalization or he says something with his words, and then I will give it to him and I say, oh, you want bubbles, or oh, you want a bite. But I try to fade that as much as possible because I want him to be using his words and expanding his words at an early age. And I say words with quotation marks, but they are real words. They just don't sound like ours. So when he says more, he does not say it the way I say it. He says mo, or he says da for our dog Daphne. I know exactly what he's saying because he says it with a certain tone. It's a true word. It just doesn't sound like Daphne. He says dada, mama, more, bubble, sometimes bite. That's one we're working on. Try to withhold things that they want a lot of, like milk, bottle. You can also pair those words with sign. So all done, whenever we're eating and he's all done with his food, clearly he's throwing it on the floor, I'll say, oh, are you all done? This is all done in sign. And now he can do all done with sign. And they can start signing, I think, as young as 9 months old. You can say more for more. So even if they don't say it with their words, if they do it with their hands, that's always a good thing too. But trying to withhold things in a loving way, but not too strict, just to promote that expressive language is key. Oh, you want more? More. You want more crackers. Tip number 3 is to narrate or talk about what you're doing. So when we are doing things around the house, I'm literally scripting or saying everything that's going on. Brooks, what do you have? Is that a bow? Can Mama see? Can you give it to Mama?
Bow.
Bow, yeah, bow. Bow. Do you want to go up or down? Down. Okay, we'll go downstairs. Okay, our rings go on. Can you put it on? Look. On. Green ring on. You try. Yellow ring. Oh, good try. Yellow ring on. Oh, you're so, woohoo! Good job. You put the yellow ring on. So if he goes to the tent to get a stuffed animal, I'll say, oh, are you going to the tent to get your teddy bear? Oh, you love your teddy bear if he hugs it. Oh, are you mad? Because he'll throw it down. Or, you know, if we're going to go take a bath, I'll say, okay, we're going to go take a bath. We need to go up the stairs and then we're going to go to the bathroom. We're going to turn the water on. Yeah, it feels pretty cold right now. We need to let it warm up. Let's go to your room and get some pajamas ready. I'm narrating what's happening. That's going to help him learn to understand language, receptive language more. He's going to start learning vocabulary, especially things that are in our routine, like the bathtub or bedtime routine. He knows these things. So the more you talk, the more he's exposed to new words. The best thing you can do for your child is talk, talk, talk. I just talk to him like he understands everything that's going on. And I know he doesn't at this point, but that's how he learns. And so I try to talk to him and just tell him what's going on in a basic way. Tip number 4 is to expand. All that means is you're gonna expand whatever he's saying. So sometimes he'll say ball for ball. I'll say, oh, you want the ball. Here's the ball. Or you can say, a lot of times at meals, he'll say more. And I'll say, want more? Oh, Brooks wants more food. Or Brooks wants more banana. So you're expanding what they're saying. You're adding words onto what they're saying. So they're hearing more and you're confirming, yes, that's what you said. And you're adding more information onto for them. And number 5 is just play and have fun with your child. Playing is their job. So find things that are new and exciting for your child. I have some examples here. Can you get more bubbles? Some things that I've done, literally I've taken water, put water in cups and put straws in the cups. We've gone on the front porch and you would have thought it was the coolest toy in the world. He would take out the straws, put them in the other cups, he'd pour out the water, pour it into other cups, try to drink the cup. He loved it and it was free and it was very entertaining to him. Another thing, give them new experiences. So, you know, I got some glow sticks for like 98 cents at Walmart. I put some glow sticks in his bathtub and we did a glow stick bathtub. He's so young that he probably didn't appreciate it like an older child would, but he did enjoy it and he loved it, and we played with those glow sticks and he was fascinated by it. So just doing something a little bit out of the routine to help them have fun, but also it helps expose them to new words. So, you know, glow, we maybe wouldn't have talked about the word glow, or I wouldn't have said the word glow if we didn't have glow sticks in the bathtub. Just doing fun things with your child and interacting with them and just allowing them to be kids is a great way to develop language. If you find this helpful, which I hope you did, please like down below and subscribe. Thanks again. Have a great day, guys. Bye.